Hello, greetings everyone. I'm back discovering other Quran ayats, reading them in context about the attack on Muslims. So let's see if I haven't yet, it doesn't show up. So just waiting to see when this will. Okay, now it started. And checking my. Sorry about this. Checking my the sound, my voice, if it's coming clearly. Although my voice is not clear, there's something wrong with my voice. So we'll now go to the Quran ayats in my notes as usual. I've prepared but quite tired. I have not been feeling well. I will do my best. Please bear with me. So again, greetings. Let's see if someone has joined me. No, no one has joined me. So starting from the Surah Azab, where I had to not go further into the ayats because I felt Surah, the unintentional mistake that he had made. I found that later, but Surah, we're told in Surah Azab that the Prophet, the Messenger of Allah, made an unintentional mistake. So it didn't go well with what the Shia ulemas were saying, that he does make a mistake, and comparing it with Surah Najm ayats also, right? And there are no contradictions in the Quran ayats. That ayat also is in the Quran. But more importantly, that through the Shia sources, that Prophet Muhammad never makes a mistake. He doesn't speak out of his own will or desire. He doesn't err. So this and but the Sunni Muslims say that Sunni Islam, they believe that he was a pagan. He didn't know he was a prophet at the time of his birth, or even like much later, until maybe he was 40 years old or something. So you can check the history exactly what year he was old, what age he was when he found when the angel came to him with the wahi. That I cannot tell you. I mean, exactly, but I'm giving you homework, so I apologize for that. Excuse me. Some coughing is. I'll just start in a while. So on this, if you will, maybe I should just a little. Just give me a moment, please. Okay, sorry for taking long. Have some cough, throat problem, dry, maybe due to allergy. So Surah, and another thing is, I'm going to start with the Surah Azab ayats where they say the Muslims were attacked by the Confederates and these Jews, right? All of them together. The polytheists and Jews attacked the Muslims. So I had to stop at also to understand Surah. This in the same Surah Azab, verse 37. So I will come to that again here, but now in the light. Okay, I didn't want to come here and analyze these ayats, but since someone asked me earlier on that due to the Surah Hashar ayats, the Prophet Muhammad uh, is Allah had to break homes, the believers had to break the homes, this, that. Because you have not read the Quran in context, and you've taken the Quran ayats out of context, right? So due to that also, I thought I would give these ayats which say the Muslims were attacked. Let's see, and how the pact, the Jews and the policies. The Jews also broke the pact with Prophet Muhammad. So, Surah Azab ayat 9, I'm going to read it out. O you who believe, call to mind the favor of Allah to you when there came down upon you hosts. So we sent against them a strong wind and hosts that you saw not. And Allah is seeing what you do. When there came down upon you hosts. Okay, and then verse 10. When they came upon these Confederates, they came upon you from above you and from below you. Who comes below you? So were they shaitan? Okay, just checking if the sound is still coming. Yeah. Sometimes I forget when I mute myself, I forget to unmute myself. And there's no one here to help me. Can't trust anyone. Also, so when they came upon you from above you and from below you, and when the eyes turned dull and the hearts rose up to the throats, and you began to think diverse thoughts about Allah, of Allah, right? 10 ayat of Surah Azab. So let's go ahead, yeah. You're being attacked, Muslims of that time, Rasulullah's time. 11. There the believers were tried and they were shaken with severe shaking. So the way you were attacked, my goodness, from below and from above, only shaitan can do this. How were you attacked from below? Were they under the ground? Right? This ayat, please pay attention. 10 of Surah Azab, when they came upon you from above you and from below you. So I haven't looked at the Arabic words. So, but I'm reading it's okay, I think. And when I come to something else, you can see how there are contradictions. So then you will have to, the person who asked me should be reading in context and seeing the contradictions also, which he has not seen. So I'm going to show you the contradictions in the Quran that person should see also before recently blaming me for taking the Quran ayats out of context. And 12, and when the hypocrites and those in whose hearts was a disease began to say, Allah and His Messenger did not promise us victory in brackets. I mean, they also need to put in brackets like this, you don't understand anything. Kaka Road 100 is here. If you are positioned in the middle of a hilly area, you can be attacked from above the hilly area and lower the hilly, okay, around and below. Okay, now I understand. Kaka Road 100, thank you. Okay, thank you for explaining this. I stand corrected about this. Now I understand. Is that okay with you? Thank you so much for being here and for correcting me. So, so the Muslims at this time were on a hill, some of them. Okay, let me see. Okay, but do you understand contradictions that I'm going to show you in the Quran ayahs. Will you see that? Or will you remain adamant on saying that I don't understand anything? You see, what you've said here is that I don't understand anything, not even like anything. But will you see the contradictions in the Quran? And please take this seriously, you're laughing. It is not a laughing matter. But that's okay. Will you understand the contradictions in the Quran when I've been showing you what I've been showing you here? No answer? So, okay, below you and above you. You are crazy. Kaka wrote 100. Kaka wrote 100. This is no way of telling someone mentally challenged. You're using my weakness. That is so rude. You are a very rude person and I'm going to put you on time out. But before doing this, craziness, if I don't harm anyone, I don't take someone's property and spoils of war and damage and break houses. And like what you told me, I'm crazy. I'm not Prophet Muhammad to come after you and send Muslims after you to kill you. Forgive and overlook, and God bless you. Jesus Christ said, because, it's very put in the Bible very succinctly and directly, bless those who persecute you, who abuse you, things like that. So I'm not a Christian, but I will take the good things from the Bible because it appeals to my humanity. And even in Surah Fussilat ayat, none is granted this save those who have great share of good. So I'm not going to be like Prophet Muhammad. Amazing, so you are a Christian? No, I'm not a Christian. I just said, you did not hear me. I said I'm not a Christian, but I take what is good from the Bible, from the Quran ayats, from every holy scripture, because it appeals to my humanity. So don't worry. You need not worry. I'm not Prophet Muhammad that you insult me and you say bad things about me. You have the freedom to do this. Also, say anything you like against me. Okay, shall we carry on? You a peon of Christian princess? Christian prince? Peon? I wish, but I'm not. So it has nothing to do with the topic here. Kaka wrote 100. The topic here is, what if I show you the contradictions in the Quran against Prophet Muhammad? And I've shown you. Why don't you see it? And if 14, and if any entry were made upon them from the outlying parts of it, then they were asked to wage war, they would certainly have done it, and they would not have stayed in it but a little while. However, that was not done, so they couldn't wage war. 15, and certainly they had made a covenant with Allah before that they would not turn back their backs, and Allah's covenant shall be inquired of. 16, say flight shall not do you any good if you fly from death or slaughter. But it's better to die doing something like saving a life rather than going to war. and killing, and you know the aftermaths of the war. They're not good for anyone. So it's better to avoid the war altogether and seek peaceful means, and also accept the other person who is maybe against your religion, doesn't want to come in your religion, just doesn't believe in you and what is sent on your heart. Say, 17, say, who is it that can withhold you from Allah if He intends to do you evil? Why would Allah intend to do you evil? Rather, He intends, Allah doesn't have the intention to do evil. Just, how can Allah even intend you to? Who is that can withhold you from Allah if Allah intends, if He, Allah, I, intends to do you evil? Allah can never do you evil. So they say, I mean, it's a very poor way of putting it. The evil that comes on you is from your own selves. How can Allah intend to do any harm or evil? Even if you put harm here. Anyways, and the harm in the long run, which you think is bad for you, is really good for you. So it's a very poor way of putting it. Hear this. And anyways, Christian Prince and I just take the information from everyone. I even go to Sahil Bhai, and I even went to Harit Sultan's live stream recently, last night, for a little while, just to gather information. Thank you. Wow, he says. Rather is the key word. Rather. I see rather is the key word here. From Allah, if He intends. If He. But even if you put rather here, you're talking about this. You're referring to this ayah that I just read, right? Kaka wrote 100. Sorry, I cannot send you a live stream yard for you to join, so you'll have to do with the comment live chat in the live chat. Okay, you don't agree that, so who? Rather? Where does it say rather? Even if it says rather, Allah in even cases in rather cannot do evil to you. And they will not find for themselves besides Allah any guardian or a helper. But they can find their awliyas and messengers. If Allah intends, or He intends to show you mercy. Hopefully it's on justice, but Allah would never intend evil. 18. Allah knows indeed those among you who hinder others, and those who say to their brethren, come to us, and they come not to the fight, but a little. Now here it says, they do not come to fight but a little. Of course not. The Jews were warned that if they go to war, their women will be taken. For a month, mourning period will be given, but then the heads also will be shaved off, and then they will be given to the adversary who win, if they win against the Jews. 19. So discouraging war. And here it says the verse that they come not to fight but a little. They are not warmongers for their religion even. They wouldn't. So who is the aggressor here? We cannot tell. But seeping through the Quran ayats, we have to, Kakarot, 100, infer. And to show you, after this, please remain here so that you see the contradictions in the Quran ayats. 21, certainly you have in the Messenger of Allah an excellent exemplar. Excellent exemplar. Surah Tahrim ayat I will show you. For in the light of other now, I found in Surah Baqarah something. For him who hopes in Allah and the latter day and remembers Allah much. 22. And when the believers saw the allies, they said, this is what Allah and His Messenger promised us. And Allah and His Messenger spoke the truth. What Allah and the Messenger promised us? Seeing the allies. And it only increased them in faith and submission. When the believers saw the allies, they said, this is what Allah and His Messenger promised us. 23, a very obscure. Of the believers are men, also very obscure. 23, of the believers are men who are true to the covenant. How true was he to Allah's covenant, the Messenger of Allah whom you follow, and who gives laws to you, which they made with Allah. So of them is he who accomplished this vow, and of them is he who yet awaits, and they have not changed in the least. 24, that Allah may reward the truthful for their truth and punish the hypocrites if He please, or turn to them mercifully. So why didn't He turn to the Bedouin mentioned in Surah Fath ayats mercifully when they said, forgive us, we do not want to go to war. We are busy with our property and our families. They didn't want to fight there. There we're told they didn't want to fight or help the Messenger of Allah at that time. 26, and he drove down those of the followers of the book who backed them from their fortresses, and he cast awe into their hearts. Some you killed, and you took captive another part, and you even broke their houses. So is that fair? Kaka wrote 100, is that fair? Surah Hashr ayats. Expelled from their homeland. Shouldn't Prophet Muhammad leave Yathrib? Shouldn't he have left Yathrib? Okay, so here we're told, book who backed them from their fortresses, right? So could you not leave Yathrib? Jews were there before you, before the Messenger of Allah. And he made you heirs to their land. This is what he wanted. 27 ayat of Surah Azab. And he made you heirs to their land. The other ayat, where is it? Says that when the angels come taking the soul, saying, why, what was your position in land, on land? Believers also. They would say that we were oppressed. The angels will say to them, wasn't Allah's, wasn't this earth vast for you? Hasn't Allah made it vast? Go emigrate. Leave the land. Over there we're told that in that ayat, in the Quran. Can't remember the number, can't remember even the surah. Sorry. And then what are we told? Evil. Hell is your destination. An evil place to abide in. So why wasn't Prophet Muhammad leaving Yathrib? But no, he wants to become the heirs to the land and their dwellings and their homes. Not only their land, but their dwellings and their property. Oh my goodness, how clear can this be now? After reading the Quran verses in the light of this Quran verse, in the light of that Quran verse, after having explained, like the angels when they come taking the souls of the believers even, who are oppressed in the land, because they asked them and they said, we were oppressed in our land. So you should leave, right? That Quran ayat. 27. With 27, look at this. My heart is crying out. 38. There is no harm in the Prophet. Sorry, I'll just cut myself because I have to go very far now, further on. But there's a lot for me to say about this. So I'm having some connection problems here. Let me see if, oh God, just checking if my sound all, okay, now it's loaded, live stream. Oh, Prophet, why do you no, wait, 38, right? Did I read this? There is no harm in the Prophet doing that which Allah has ordained for him. So it said, right? There's no harm in the Prophet doing that which Allah has ordained for him. Then why in Surah Tahrim, Ayat 1, O Prophet, why do you forbid yourself that which Allah has made lawful for you? You seek to please your wives. And you know the wives were annoying him, were against him. So shouldn't he be already, this verse of Surah Azab 38 come before he takes an oath even, because number 2 says, Ayat 2 of Surah Tahrim says, Allah indeed has sanctioned for you the expiation of your oaths. And Allah is your protector. And so this is the way, the only way is that you bring this ayat here, before these ayats, where he took an oath, forbidding himself what Allah had made lawful for him. So Surah Azab ayat 38 should have been, there is no harm, should have been taken first, brought down first. When he can bring it now, why couldn't Allah bring it before this, when he forbid himself, and Allah is asking him, why you forbid yourself? Any comments on this? So far, so good? I'm right? Those who, 33, Surah 33, back to Surah 33, verse 39. Those who deliver the message of Allah and fear Him, Yani, and do not fear anyone but Allah. Then we come back to the Surah Azab, verse 37, which didn't make sense to me. Now we have this, in the light of this 39 verse of the same surah. Now it refers to the Prophet here, 37 verse, highlighted. Hope you can see it. And you feared men, meaning the messenger of Allah. Why do you not read the Quran ayats in context and then you give out of context reasons to defend him? Shias and Sunnis both. Sorry to put it this way to you both. No, here he was telling the people, Allah was telling the people by addressing the Prophet that you feared men. Whereas Allah had a greater right that you should fear him. Does it make sense? Oh, but he feared the people, he feared men, and he's being told Allah had a greater right that you should fear him. Maybe you Muslims altogether, Shia, Sunni, are taking this out of context to serve the, God knows what purpose, your ego or your security, or you couldn't see the truth. 39 verse, Surah Azab, those who deliver the message of Allah, messages of Allah. Who is the deliverer of the message of Allah? And Allah's message came to whom? Prophet Muhammad's heart, by the trusted spirit. It's so crystal clear. But what people, some Muslims coming here blaming me for, is that I take it out of context. When these two Quran ayats are very clear, in the same surah, 39 and 37. So I had to bring 39 here and then take you to 37 of the same surah. No, you are the one. Let me correct you. You are the ones, Muslims, who are taking the Quran ayats out of context. In this, I am sure. This part. And putting your own reasons and all this in the context, in what you call it, explaining it away, defending him, when it is crystal clear here. Because you see, we have a lot at stake. We have to do justice to the Jews, the polytheists, the apostates, those who even just split away from the Messenger of Allah and Allah. We have a lot at stake because the punishments are severe, death penalties and all this. And it's been 1400 years. Haq to ho nahi saka, justice was not done. And this has to stop now. Akbar Ali Rahot, what do you want to prove by this Surah Tahreem? I'm here on Surah Ahzab verse 39 and Surah Ahzab verse 37. So those who deliver the messages of Allah and fear Him and do not fear anyone but Allah, and Allah is sufficient to take account, right? Yeah, and Surah Tahrim, for example, Akbar Ali Rao, thank you for reminding me. Why would he fear his wives, his hypocritical wives, or his harassing, annoying wives who were against him, or who divulged, one of the wives who divulged a secret? But the ayat is for both of them. Plural. Two of them, I think. And so Allah is his helper. There, another thing. But here, just look at this first. Akbar Ali Rahat, I have gone there. Just look at this. Yes, Allah is sufficient to take account, right? Then why in Surah Tahrim? Allah is his protector. Jibreel, righteous among the believers. And moreover, angels will assist him. And another point, look at this. In the same surah, there's a contradiction, and it's been lying here for 1400 years. Iran, Saudi Arabia, Muslim countries have meted out terrible, like executions, hanging, such, punishments. And they can't see this. So I'm opening your eyes for the reform. Like I bless Kaka wrote 100 here, because right now I know I'm after the truth. You can say what you like against me. It doesn't make a difference. You can use my weakness, that I'm mentally ill or something like this, but I know about this. I can see it. When I was not stricken by the mental illness, I asked my father about Surah Ahzab, verse 37. Here he's telling even Zaid. And when you said to him, to whom Allah had shown favor and to whom you had shown a favor, keep your wife to yourself and be careful. Fear Allah, right? Be careful of your duty to Allah. Fear, yani, it says fear Allah. Or be careful. Okay. Quran ayat, I can't say, I'm not sure, I have to go again and again, rechecking. And you concealed in your soul. Please, any O level, I was in O levels, right? Look at this ayat. But I didn't question my father on this. I kept it inside. But when I reached, like it was year 2000 now, many years after my O levels, I had done college. I'm a law graduate from London, University of Wolverhampton, Holborn College internal. But I don't want to show off. I asked my father then about this verse. It was too much for me now. Or maybe the madness and someone who wanted to clarify this, but my father could not clarify this verse. Another thing is he's concealing in his soul what Allah will bring to light. That is, Zaid and Zainab bin Josh, if you read in context of the tafsirs, marriage in trouble. And then you come to ayat 36 also, believers. They were believers who obeyed Rasulullah. So he's a terrible marriage counselor. You should prepare Zaid that no, he's like working like Allah. Allah would say, try your best, but if you fail, then you leave, right? But here we have his blessings. He was our physician, our soul's physician, our body's physician. Ayats in the Quran. Oh Allah, make me to enter a goodly entry and make me to go forth a good going forth. And we grant thee power to assist me and grant thee power to assist others, me and others. And say the truth has come and falsehood has vanished. Surely falsehood is a vanishing thing. And we reveal of the Quran that which is a healing and a mercy to the believers. And it only adds to the perdition of the unjust. Just remembering those Quran ayats. Tahajjud ke liye hum dua karte. Before going to sleep in the night, we can recite this dua. What is a healing? In the Quran. Healing for the believers. Mercy. So he's concealing in his heart is the, please see, I'm not good at, do you believe in Allah and Muhammad? What kind of a question is this right now? Akbar Ali Rawat, sorry, I cannot answer you this. Do you see here the contradictions? And why do you believe in Allah? I should ask you a question rather than you asking me here after such a long time. Don't you see I'm an ex-Muslim? Why am I doing this? How can I believe in something where there are contradictions in the Quran, ayats, where he's broken houses, when he could migrate from Yathrib, then why are you reading this? I'm reading this to show you because I was a Muslim, so I'm reminding you that the Quran ayats have healing, right? Because this is a verse from the Quran ayat. Then why are you reading this? Akbar Ali Rahat. Sorry, do you understand what I am doing here? Do you believe in, do you understand do you understand Islam? Did you use reason and understand it and do research on the Quran? And why would you believe in Allah and Muhammad without using your reason, about the Quran ayats. If there are contradictions, like the Quran ayat says, if there were much contradictions, it would have been from other than Allah. So Surah Yunus ayat 100, those who do not use reason, Allah will put abomination on them. If you read this, then you have to believe this. No, by just reading it, you don't have to believe in what you're reading. You could be reading, so if you're reading about the Jews, you're reading Jews' Talmud or Jews' Bible. What kind of a reason is this? If I'm reading the Bible and I say I'm reading the Bible, Jesus said, would you say I'm a Christian? Akbar Ali Rawat, I really feel sorry for you. I wish I was a better someone to help you out of this. I'm cracking up, sorry. If you read this, then you have to believe it. Oh my goodness. Now I'm stuck. I'll be Akbar Ali Rahat. You can read the newspaper, you can read things which are not true to show that they are not true. Doesn't mean that you're reading this, so you have to believe in it. Where are you? Akbar Ali Rahat, excuse me, may I ask you, are you Pakistani? Where were you brought up? Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan? If you read this, then you have to believe this. I think you should go to Sahel by. As much as I don't like their language they use there sometimes, and I had to leave before even Adam Seeker came, because they were calling Adam Seeker, and Adam Seeker uses a lot of bad language. I do not just criticize Islam, that is all. I don't just. Please, you know what I have left, Akbar Ali Rahot? The best Islam, the best, the truest, grandson of Prophet Muhammad. And you Muslims, what do you say about Shias? They're crying because they killed Imam Hussein. Some of you say this also. We did not kill Imam Hussein. Yazid's army did. We were with Ali. Did Ali kill Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad? Then why do we cry for Ali? Ali ibn Abu Talib. You say, your books say, that Ali ibn Abu Talib's father was kafir. There's an ayat on him, Surah Dhaha. He took care of Prophet Muhammad, and yet you people say this. I'm not just criticizing. Do you think I will? I've put my life at stake because, you know, apostasy holds the death penalty for even Shias. Or for the women, I don't know if they are exiled. Or no. They are house arrested or put in jail for as long as, until they, no, I think then they will be killed. I'm not sure about how far, I'm sure about this. I can check Wikipedia again. So I'm risking a lot. I'm risking my freedom in the Muslim world with the Muslims. I'm not just criticizing Islam. Do you think I'm criticizing Islam just for the sake of criticism? Why would I risk my life and my freedom? Being in a Muslim, coming from a Muslim country? Why would I leave Imam Hussein? I never said grief was bad. People don't want to be with unhappy people. We used to do 10 days, 9 days, mourning, remembering Zainab. My life, my mother's life, was in turmoil. Friends come to your house to have fun and chill. Muslim friends. We Shias used to mourn for and not feel. We used to say, my father used to say, कि आंसू बहाना इमाम हुसैन के लिए हमारे आंखों में ठंडक आती है. Coolness for our eyes that we cry for when we cry for Imam Hussain. It gives coolness to our eyes. Then just get out of Islamic country if you fear. I'm not feeling well. This is what kind of a question is this? Even if I was out of the Islamic country, like the cartoonist in France and other places where I've forgotten, Sweden? You will come for me like anything, you're Muslims, if you don't. So back to this Surah Azab, ayat 37. And you feared men, and Allah had a greater right that you should fear Him. Sorry, I cannot read this, what you've written in... You are trolls. Akbar Ali Rahot. Delete this message. I cannot read it. Please, in English, nothing in Urdu, Arabic, or any other language. Put your comments in English here. Thank you, much appreciated. This, look at the, and just 39th verse says, after this 37, where it says, to the messenger, Allah is saying, and you feared men, and Allah had a greater right that you should fear Him. This is to the messenger, not to Zaid. And then 39 verse comes after 38. So I've put the 39 verse here. Those who, because this is important for this verse, 37, in the light of 39 verse. Those who deliver the messages of Allah and fear Him and do not fear anyone but Allah. There are contradictions in the Quran. Ayat Akbar Ali Rahat. Right? Please check the ayat on contradictions. Why do you cry for Hussein and Ali? We used to remember them mourning. That's another topic. Right now, I just wanted to explain to you that we didn't kill him. But I had to mention this. What I'm leaving, you said you just criticize Islam, so I just tried to explain it to you. No. You come here, verse here, and check. Come to the topic now. Don't derail me from my topic here. My topic here is, and I want to help you Muslims too. I want good for you. You know that Prophet in the Quran says, when I want good for you, you people don't want good for me. You want to kill me. Respect Prophet Muhammad, otherwise we'll kill you. Right? If there were much contradictions in the Quran, I'm trying to find this. And I'm trying to do justice. And if I have a Allah and Muslims like you should not come near the law. You should not become lawyers. I've seen lawyers, a Pakistani lawyer from Lahore, prejudiced against a Hindu who was a great gentleman. I've seen how justice fails in Pakistan, where President Musharraf, when he was President General, he had to take action against the courts, jurisdiction, against what do you call it? Not jurisdiction, but this, against the courts in Pakistan. They called him treasonous. I'm here trying to bring justice, do my very best. Although I'll fail, I know. But do you know the qadar, the value of what is justice? If you don't know the value of justice, why are you even a Muslim? In Shia Islam, we have one extra pillar of Islam. Allah is just. And okay, I will answer this. Why do you cry for Hussein and Ali? Because Rasulullah cried for Hussein when he held him. Jibreel came to tell him. Searched Rasulullah saying, when Imam Hussein was born, and Rasulullah held Imam Hussein, Angel Gabriel came with the news, what will happen to this grandson of his who will protect Islam? He cried. We cry because he cried. Bibi Fatma Zahra, his daughter, asked, then will there be someone from my ummat, from your ummat, who will cry for Hussein? Rasulullah said, yes, until there is life here on earth, there will be those people who will cry for Hussein, your son and my grandson. So search out that hadith. Go to the Shia site. You don't even know why we cry for Hussein and Ali. And you've come here criticizing me. What I've left behind, you don't know. Are you still a Shia? Sound like a Shia. I was a Shia, I'm no more. I'm an ex-Shia. Akbar Ali Raut, these questions will not help you here, will not help the Jews doing justice to the Yathrib Jews, and so we can do justice, we can put justice in its place. 1400 years it has been. I'm here for the truth. I'm telling you to expose, like he tried to expose Al Imran ayats. He tried to expose his own Muslims, your Khalifas, which you made Khalifas. Why did you make Khalifas? 4 only. Okay, the 4th one is Imam Ali, the Shia Imam. So now if I talk like a Shia, if I mention Shia Islam and that my conditioning comes out, because I talk like a Shia, are you a Shia? What kind of questions are these? You don't see this. Where is it? Ale, if there were much contradictions. So shall I show you this verse? If there were, forget all this now. If there were much contradictions, concentrate on this verse. Then you can ask all these unrelative questions, not for this. Because you see, where I'm taking you right now is for truth's sake, to expose the hypocrites, the biggest hypocrite you have ever not even known. How will you know if you're here after me and interested whether I have left Islam? I'm criticizing Islam, you say. How will you know? It's for you, not for me, and for others, for humanity, for justice. To save you. Also, I'm here to help you. Support me. Please cooperate. I would much appreciate it, Akbar Ali Rahot. If there were much contradictions, let's concentrate on the topic at hand. It would have been surely been from other than Allah. Let me find this verse. Again. Thank you for your patience. I'm slow. I know, I'm not a Quran Hafiz. My memory is terrible. Surah Nisa, Ayat 82. Open Surah Nisa at 82. Then do they not reflect, doesn't it say here? Reflect on the Quran ayats. Shall I show you? I will show you. I will help you. Akbar Bhai, Ali, I'm calling you brother in humanity. I care for you. Today, if you don't see this, justice will be lapsed. You know, we used to say that Imam Ali and Imam Hussein gave Akbar, Asghar. So his last, every sacrifice counts. Even the sweat that fell from his forehead, the blood with arrows, every drop of blood counts for us, used to count, you know, because someone who gives that sacrifice to save you forever have worth for it, know the value. His heart crying out, seeing Ali Akbar, Jawan, youth, in his youth, 17, 18 years old. So we went deep. I also went deep into this. What worth? What a sacrifice. Where is it? Oops. So please know that someone who has sacrificed her life to save you people, to save the others also from this religion, false religion. Surah Nisa. Oops, this is always a problem, sorry. Akbar Bhai, brother, please see this, right? Reflect upon the Quran. It's giving us, it's telling us, it's a challenge also. It's also saying, when I found, oh God, Surah 4, I've put here. So I can't do multi-tasking also, it's terrible for me. Surah 4 actually. Oh, this old tab I found, but it's got Dolby. So I hope the sound is good. Otherwise, the others. But this is a slow tab. Do they not ponder about the Quran? Had it been from any other than Allah? Now Allah is telling you to ponder over the Quran, right? I'm not criticizing Islam that you just you said, right, before? So I couldn't answer you properly. Now here, take in the light of this Quran ayat, what does it say? Surah Nisa ayat 82, Akbar Ali Rohat. Do they not ponder about the Quran? What is your duty now? You should ponder about the Quran. Had it been from other than Allah, they would surely have found in it much inconsistency. And Allah is saying, do they not ponder about the Quran? And if had it been from any other than Allah, they would surely have found in it what? Much, even one inconsistency. If you find it's not it's not from Allah, it's other than Allah. So this is poorly put, anyways. But I found much inconsistency in the Quran ayats. Now please have a look at this, and so if anyone comes here, because anyone comes here with questions, I can answer your questions, but let it be for the topic and to help people. Please cooperate with me. It's okay, you can call me crazy, you can say I'm criticizing, but your heart should tremble. When a Sunni Muslim told me that when you Shias say bad things about our Sahabas and Ummul Mumineen, Surah Tahrim, I didn't tell her Surah Tahrim. I mean, our hearts tremble. She told me, our hearts tremble. Right? Should your hearts not tremble when you're doing injustice? Criticizing unfairly, unjustly someone without knowing, your hearts should tremble. Now asking that same question to a Muslim who asked me once. Is this not clear enough that there's a contradiction here? And what is in Surah Baqarah, ayats 177 to 182? IslamicStudies.info. Tafsir. So I just got it from searching like this. I didn't go inside the website. I just checked Quran, Surah Baqarah at 177, and because of my health and all this, I had to be very quick for today's live stream. So I had to quickly jot this part of the note. True righteousness is attained by those, true righteousness, piety, Salihin, Allah, is attained by those who are faithful to their promise once they have made it. Surah Tahrim ayat, what happens? Could this prophet attain true righteousness even? So the believers, or you, all humanity, are told, in the light of this Surah Baqarah ayats now, go to Surah Tahrim ayat 1. Allah is asking the prophet, both Sunnis and Shias unanimously agree. Now he's a prophet. He's not a pagan anymore. Sunni Muslims. Now in the light, Surah Tahrim, ayat 1 and 2, he had to, Allah said, yes, I protect you. You can expiate or dissolve the oath. True righteousness is attained by those who are faithful to the promise once they have made it. and by those who remain steadfast in adversity and affliction. Oh no, the wives were annoying me. They divulged one of them divulged the secret. So this succinctly, thank you, islamicstudies.information, very succinctly put. I was searching for something else and it just went to Surah Baqarah at 177 or something, 180, it just clicked. I made a mistake and the mistake gave me this now. So now Surah Tahrim ayats 1 and 2 in the light of Surah Al-Baqarah at 177 to 182. Who remained steadfast in adversity and affliction, Shias. You can't say that he did this all because the wives were harassing him. He was cornered and he was a great husband. No, he's not better than Allah. So soft-hearted, Allah had sent mercy on earth for us. He's addressed as the Prophet, not the husband of al-Mu'mineen, not the husband of his wives. Every word counts, I guess, at times. Yes, and it should not be poorly put by Allah. If you find Quran ayats poorly put by Allah, will you not question that? What? So you're not supposed to break promises, but there are the Quran ayats that say you can expiate in certain cases. And those who remain steadfast in adversity. This is for the people, Mu'mineen, telling you people, Muslims also, an affliction, and at the time of battle between truth and falsehood. So you should stay true to Allah's words. But he didn't. Surah Maida, you're telling, Surah Maida at 87, you're telling the believers, you're communicating Allah's words, a law, an order. O believers, do not prohibit yourselves the good things that Allah has made lawful for you. And become what? And be transgressors. This means you'll be transgressors. I've already explained this. But now in the light of Surah Al-Baqarah also. So Muslims, you have no other ayats you may read. No. Here you can, in this condition, you can expiate for your oaths that you have broken. But Surah Tahrim, you start to explain away and defend him. Look at Surah Tahrim in the light of Surah Al-Baqarah verses 177 and 182 towards understanding the Quran. If this Prophet is faltering, what else to say now about the true Muslims or the Mu'min? I mean, what about those Muslims who question Prophet Muhammad? Akbar Ali Rahat, calling out to you, sorry, don't mean to pick on you, but were you there in my live stream when I explained about, when I showed you the verse? Showed you all. Which verse was it? The believers, when they disputed, they had an argument with Prophet Muhammad. And they were led, like they were so scared, they were led, it was as if they were being led. And they disagreed with Prophet Muhammad, or did I say this? As if they were being led to their own deaths, their deaths. You know? At the time of the Prophet Muhammad, you will say, were they Muslims? Are you going to ask that question? It says, it refers to the Muslims of his time who were questioning him, arguing. They were going against his, they went against him. it was as if they were being led to their death. Yani, were they killed? Or were they forced to fight? Like the Bedouins in Surah Fat were told, you'll be called to fight such a massive, a strong or massive army, but they will submit. But what war is like? Even the Westerners, like, they will tell you that war, the aftermath, it is not a good thing. Avoid it at all costs. We Shias were told this too. Imam Hussein did not just go to battle just like that. When all avenues, we were told, when all avenues of peace were closed on him, or where there is a attack on you and your lives and your religion, we were told. So I didn't think that like attack on your religion or what? You go and fight. So I didn't pay attention to that. You go, if they're attacking you, you just kill them. Go and fight with them and kill them. But what if they're attacking your religion through a writing? Do you take a sword up? Do you go there and with a sword? It is not for a prophet to defraud, and whoever defrauds shall bring with him the fruits of his fraud on the day of resurrection. I brought this ayat, Al Imran 161. So I was going to carry, through these ayats, show you that now it says defraud. It is not for a prophet to defraud. You know why? Because something happened here. And I'll show you the Sunni side tafsir and the Shia side. Whoever defrauds shall bring. The Muslims of his time were questioning him. His when the archers, Muslim archers. This is Ala Maududi tafsir. This is from the Sunni sources. When the archers whom the Prophet had posted to defend the army against any attack from the rear saw that the spoils of the enemy were being collected, they feared that the spoils might fall in their entirety to the lot of the soldiers who were then collecting them, and that they might therefore be deprived of their share. It was this idea which had impelled them to leave their posts. They left. When the Prophet returned to Medina after the battle, God knows which battle, he asked them to explain the cause of their disobedience. Muslims' disobedience, archers. When he had heard their unconvincing stories, he told them, you thought that we would act dishonestly and would not deliver you your share. Muslims say, Ameen, Prophet Muhammad was Ameen, Habibi Khadija, that's why Khadija Kubra bint Khuwaylid hired him. All the polytheists knew that, even the polytheists of his time knew he was Al-Amin. He was given the title of Al-Amin. What? What is this? Sorry, excuse me. What? You haven't read your own sources properly. And then you go blaming the Shias, moreover. And you turn here and there, the insecurity I can see in you. So I had seen, I just wanted to understand if your Muslims are going to kill my father going to the majlis in Pakistan, like, why would we? Okay, I can understand your side. Thriller Zone, that is why you have 3 viewers for 1 hour. For what? Thriller Zone? What do you mean by this? Thriller Zone has come. That is why I'm having 3 viewers for 1 hour. Yes, so why? What do you mean that is why? Yeah, I'm not good at explaining maybe. You thought we would act dishonestly and would not deliver you your share. Can I ask you why basically you hate Islam? Oh my God. Thriller Zone. Very well put, I must say sarcastically. Can I ask you why Prophet Muhammad hated the polytheists? Why he hated the Jews of Yathrib? Why he hates apostates? Why he asked his Muslims not to show affection to the disbelievers, even if they were their fathers. No, I'm not the one who brought out this hate. Who created this hate? Who spread this hate? Why? Thriller Zone asked the same question to Prophet Muhammad. Why he asked his Muslim believers to have no affection, meaning hate, no care, no affection. For even if they are for the disbelievers who are their fathers, their relatives. Shall I show you that verse in the Quran? No, that is not true. The Prophet always showed respect. Always. Surah Hashar ayat shall I show? That is true. It is a verse in the Quran. It is a verse in the Quran, not even the Hadith. Even to his enemies, you're saying. What if I show you the verse in the Quran? Show me the verse. Okay, I'll show you the verse. No. Let me see if I can. Please hold on, huh? Sorry to keep you waiting, though. This is a bit slow. The A is not. I'm slow. No affection for disbelievers. This is not working properly. Even if they be your fathers, Quran ayat. I wish I was a Hafiz. This is going funny on me. Okay, let's just understand each other. No, wait a minute. Yes, you should, right? But that's not what you are asked to do. Let me show you. I can't, this thing is going funny on me. Now it's stuck. Uh, what was it? No affection? No. I'm bringing out the truth. So please bear with me because he broke houses. The point is here, Father's Quran. So, oh believers, do not take my enemies and yours as trusted allies. No. The Al Imran. Muslims have been instructed Surah Tawbah at 23. Why is this going funny on me? Wait, Surah Mujadila. You will never find a people who truly believe in Allah and the last day loyal. Surah Mujadila 22. Oh God, this has turned funny on me. Is my voice coming here? Just testing. Yeah, my voice is coming. I hope it's not stuck in the YouTube live stream. Okay, I have to come maybe in another. Here, Surah Mujadila, I'm reading it out, 22. I just want to here. So, come on. Surah. No, because you see, we cannot, it's a good idea to have an understanding, but there are Muslims who, in Karachi, Pakistan, I had to have a Facebook understanding Shia Islam. And sorry, but you know, for the Shias, like the Sunni Taliban after us, and no education, they shot this person. Do you see Surah Mujadila, verse 22? You will not find a people. Sorry, this is stuck here. I can't. Please open Surah Mujadila, verse 22. You will not find a people who believe in Allah and the last day. Right? Where is it? Having affection for those who oppose Allah and His Messenger, even if they were their fathers or their sons or their brothers or their kindred, those He has decreed within their hearts faith and supported them with spirit from Him. You see this, this is important. You just said, why I hate, you don't know. You're asking me why I hate Islam. I'm not the one who hates Islam, who hated anyone. I should be loving, blessing my enemies also. I mean, if I call myself a good person, but wanting to be a good human being. What religion do you belong to now? I have no religion at all, Thriller Zone. It's okay, let's just understand each other. But your prophet would not understand anyone except until you believe in this. And you, your father, meaning, not loving meaning. Here, you were until you believe in this. And you waduna. Not loving meaning. Okay, sorry about that. Surah Mujadila, verse 22. Now, If you're saying, I'm the one saying, understanding each other, but do you think that some other Muslim might come and kill me? Now wait, your prophet even wanted to expose hypocrites. Ali Imran verse, I think. Now wait, I want to discuss something with you. No, sorry. Here, look at this Surah Mujadila verse 22. You said, no, that is not true. The Prophet always showed respect and compassion to his enemies. Can I ask you why, can I ask you why basically you hate Islam? Why? So I told you I'm not the one who hates anything but wrongdoing, injustices. I do not agree to it, I will not accept it. So, but I will love my enemy. I will love you. But you have to correct yourself here, right? Surah Mujadala ayat 22. You see, you're saying things that you don't even know yourself about your Prophet and Quran ayats. This is not even a hadith. You come here, you haven't seen the previous live streams, you've missed all my blood and sweat I put in. You don't care about me, it seems, or anyone, but this religion, why? And you're putting blames on me like I hate. You're asking me like they say the Jews used to ask, or the Romans used to ask Jesus Christ to trap him. Very cunning way questions. No, that is not true. The Prophet always show respect and compassion to his enemies. Akbar Ali Rohat, please don't put anything in Arabic here. I'm going to time you out. I gave you a warning. What religion do you belong to? I don't have any religion. I'm a truth seeker. It says on my channel. Now wait, I want to discuss something with you. About what? Are you going to be on this topic? Promise to accept. No, you wouldn't promise. I just want you to at least see that you are, what are you saying? So it's not for me. Sorry, I just have to. It's for your own good. Aren't we all after the truth? See this, right? What do you want to discuss? Peace treaty? Muslims come out of this false religion? Look, I don't even hate the Muslims. Those who killed my Shias when I was a Shia in Karachi, I don't go killing them. Didn't even tell anyone to kill them. Those of you Muslim Pakistanis, tell me. Where is it? Surah Mujah. If you don't click. This is stuck. Okay, this is stuck. I'm going to go to. Okay, the Chrome is stuck. No worries. Your prophet did not always show respect and compassion to his enemies. Always. Look at the word you've used. No, no, no. Now wait. Now what will you... Okay, I'm waiting. Tell me. Please open Surah Mujadila, verse 22. I'm trying my best here. This is so terrible. Okay, I have to come again. Sorry. Oh my God, I can't even... it's stuck. Oh God, it is stuck. How will I... No. Oh my God. Ooh. Sorry, I have to go. Thank you so much for being here, all of you, and for your feedback. Bad, good, I accept all of you with love, with the best wishes for you. May you see the light where it lies and what the truth is. So I'm having some problems here. Yes.